This is a warning. The Grim Reaper of radio, Bob Romanik, with his off-the-record show is about to air. He's probably the nastiest and craziest son of a bitch that you've ever had the misfortune to encounter. The Grim Reaper show will be very controversial and probably quite tasteless. If you are even slightly offended by controversial matter concerning religion, racial matters, politics, or life's problems, you are hereby warned to turn this program off immediately. The Grim Reaper show will be, like his face, very scary and very ugly. At this time, not proudly, but shamefully presents to you Bob Romanik, the craziest son of a bitch on the radio today.
This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, proud, very proud to be the Patriot. Good Tuesday morning. What a great day yesterday. What a great day yesterday and every day. What a great day. And let me tell you, I've had people say, not a whole lot, because they know better anymore. And some people say, Romanik, you take that patriotism way, way, way too far. And that really pisses me off. So if you're my friend or my enemy, don't ever, anybody come up to me and tell me that again. I have a moment of silence every day to honor our troops and the people who have passed before us. We do an hour military music on both 1430 and 1190. And for you people that don't know, at noon on 1430 every Saturday, we have the Spirit of America hour where we honor the troops with military music all hour, no commercials, no nothing, but saluting our brave military, our heroic military people. We do that on KQQZ 1190 AM on Sunday at 11 a.m. So please don't piss me off anymore. But what I always say, there are two things in your life that you hear me, you can't love enough. You can't cherish enough. And those two things are your family and your country. And it's really one. It's really one and the same, because our country, our great United States of America, is our family. At the end of the day, we're going to fight Democrats, Republicans, Independents, Freedom Coalition. We're going to fight each other. But we're all true Americans, no matter how many family fights may go on in our political arena in this great country of ours. We are all of us, true, proud Americans. We are the American family. So don't tell me about you can be too patriotic. You unpatriotic son of a bitches that say that. You can't say you love your mother enough, can you? Whether she's here or gone. Your kids, you can't say it enough, can you? How the hell can you say that you can love your country too much? You can never. Now, the politicians, you can hate every day. It's our country. It's our country. That flag, that mighty flag, that red, white, and blue is not a symbol of our politicians. They need some Charmin paper hanging down from the flagpole to be a symbol of the politicians, because that's all they're good for, is wiping somebody's ass. I'm talking about that great American flag, that red, white, and blue. People, let's get serious. Let's get completely serious. This crap's killing our country. We all got to think. We all got to think about which direction we're going, and it's not pretty. We got the Democrats fighting Republicans, Republicans fighting the Democrats. But it's truly not that. It's the politicians. I talked to people yesterday at the Belleville parade, and I want to thank Commander Ronald Thomas from VFW Post 1739. Thank you, Commander. What a great parade yesterday through downtown Belleville and up to Walnut Hill Cemetery, where they had a celebration of all of our brave military heroes. So Commander Ronald Thomas from VFW Post 1739 out of Belleville, thank you. Thank all the VFWs, all the American Legions. We were invited to a lot of functions yesterday, but you can only go to one. And I'm sure every VFW, every American Legion, every military organization had a great day yesterday. And we want to salute them, and we want to salute our great country. But a great parade yesterday, a great time. But I got to tell you, when you see that, you think, how the hell did our country get to where we're at? And I'll say it again. It's because of these asswipe, no-count, good-for-nothing politicians. They said yesterday on the news, people, that only 12% of the Republicans identify with the Republican Party. That means there's 12%? So that's what, 88? I'm not real good at math today because I'm pissed off. But 88% of Republicans don't identify with the party. Hell, I shook Democratic people's hands yesterday. We smiled and embraced. I shook Republicans' people's hands. We don't give a damn about politics. The normal people, the 80-90% of people, we give a damn about this great country. But you'll get the Democratic politicians, you'll get the Republican politicians, and these asswipe, no-count, good-for-nothing, lousy son of a bitch and inbred bastards, these political punks, these parasitical political punks, they want to divide us. And they've done a good job. They tell me the Democrats identify about 20%. So there's 80% of the Democrats don't identify with the Democratic Party. They don't give a damn about politics. They give a damn about our country being ran properly. So you put this 5 or 10% together, the Democrats and the Republican organizations, and they dictate to 90% of Americans. When the hell is that going to stop? When is that going to stop, people? You see this Trump phenomenon. Now, I don't know who I'm voting for, Democrat, Republican. I'm a proud member of the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition. Been a proud member for the last 3 or 4 years. It's gotten off the ground. And you know the philosophy of the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition? It's vote the person, not the party. Give a damn guy's got a D or an I or an R behind his name, an O or a 0. A lot of these politicians should have zeros behind their names because they are zeros. But let's quit letting politicians, Democrats and Republicans, there's enough crap to go around. There's enough blame to go around for the Democrats and the Republicans. And I don't want to hear people say you're running on the Republican ballot. I'm on the Republican ticket. I'm an independent. The Republicans threw me off because I call them a bunch of no good son of a bitches. I didn't call the rank and file Republicans, the great people of St. Clair County. I called the 2% of these ass white bastards that have control of the Republican Party. That's why this Republican Party in St. Clair County has never been successful. And for everybody out there, it's great to have a strong two-party system because we the taxpayers, we the citizens get more results when these guys and these politicians' asses are on fire. When they think they're going to get burnt, when they think they're going to lose an election, they're going to come do something for their constituents, their bosses, so to speak. But you get the Republicans, you get the Democrats. Don't give a damn. Democrats are just as bad. They've been in control. This culture of corruption is destroyed St. Clair County. We're finally realizing it. And I think there's going to be a movement, not just in the whole United States, but especially here in St. Clair County. I don't think money's going to buy this election. I've talked to all kind of people all throughout this county. They're Democrats. They say, Bob, we're coming over. Now, we're going to vote for some Democrats, but we're not pulling a straight lever. Gentleman said yesterday, I'd be crazy to do that. He said, I was crazy in the past, but no longer. I understand what's going on in politics in St. Clair County. And I don't think people, it's going to be business as usual. They're going to say, Democrats, they're going to win. And you know what? They may win. But if they win If the culture of corruption wins November 8th of 2016, we all, Democrats, Republicans, independents, men, women, black and white, we all lose. They can't say they're going to change after 40 years, after 50 years. They think we're stupid. They tell us what they're going to do. They're not going to do a damn thing but continue to screw us. And that's just not the Democrats. If it had been Republicans in office for 40 years, I'd be all over their ass because it's the same. And again, I'm not talking about the rank and file, the 80% of the proud Democrats in St. Clair County. I'm not talking about the 88% of the proud Republicans, the rank and file, the people who go out and work every day, and all they want is their government, their politicians to do right by them, their children, their grandchildren. And these son of a bitches don't do it. We've got this Republican organization in St. Clair County. Worst thing that ever happened to the Republicans. Now, the Democrats, I think the Democrats are supporting, I think they're supporting this asswipe, no-count, good-for-nothing son of a bitch, Doug Jamieson, the head of the Republican Party. I think they're giving him money to screw over the rest of the Republicans. See, there's a few Republicans, let me give you the underbelly like I always do. There's a few Republicans in O'Fallon, and there's some great, great people in O'Fallon, Democrats and Republicans, and I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the Mary Termans. I'm talking about the Bar Vivianos. I'm talking about the John West. I'm talking about the Doug Jamiesons, the 4 or 5 and people. Let me tell you, they say they're proud Republicans. They don't want the Republican Party to win because then they lose their little bit of power. And that's all they're concerned about is their little bit of power. I'm concerned about bringing government back to the people. That's what Roger Cook, Carl Officer, the Freedom Coalition, the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition, that's what we're about. Bringing it back to the people, bringing the power to the people, not to the politicians. They've had the power for 50, 100 years. Look what we've got here in St. Clair County. But it just pisses me off. Do you guys know? Here's the dynamics of this. There's a complete Republican ticket running against the Democratic ticket in St. Clair County. Do you know the elitists there in O'Fallon, the Jamiesons, the Vivianos, the Termans, the John Wests, they're not supporting any of us. And that's good for me. Now, don't hold me with the rest of the people on the Republican ticket because they're a great bunch of candidates. Now, I'm not so good, and I understand that. But don't let one bad apple, don't let me spoil the whole bunch. Roger Cook, Carl Officer, Dallas Cook, Amanda and Catherine Riocco, Ed Cockrell, Gary Cornwell out of Cahokia, great candidates, great leaders, have been leaders in their communities. Don't let me drag them down. Vote me out. But vote them in, people, because you're going to get some good candidates. But when I say this, the Republican Party is not supporting anybody on the Republican ticket. Everybody on the Republican ticket are members of the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition. Their motto, uniting Democrats. That's the operative word, uniting Democrats, Republicans, independents, men, women, black and white, inner city, outer county, uniting, you hear me? Not changing, uniting for a better, honest form of government. And that's what's going to happen, people. We're going to unite the Democrats, the Republicans. This Freedom Coalition, it's a patriotic movement, but it's become a political movement because everybody ought to get on board with the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition. You don't have to just be a Democrat. You don't have to be a white Republican. You can be a black Republican woman, a white Democratic man. It's everybody working together to unite, to get rid of this culture of corruption. We don't want to change. Hey, you're not going to, if you're a proud black man out of East St. Louis and you're a Democrat and you come over and vote for some Republican candidates with the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition, you're still going to be a Democrat and you're still going to be black. It's not going to change anything. But your life, your children's lives, your grandchildren's lives, for the better. Not going to change who you are. Not going to change how you feel. We just all have to unite to get rid of this culture of corruption and this politics, this political crap has just went too far. Don't let the politicians divide and conquer us, people. Do not let that happen. And I want to I got to get, I'm going to here. No, I got to go here. Michael Madigan. And I just give some of the Republican leadership in St. Clair County crap. You heard me. I think they're asswipes. Not the proud Republicans all throughout St. Clair County, but the few elitists that happen to live in O'Fallon. You guys give the good people of O'Fallon a bad name. Barb Viviano, John West, Doug Jameson, Mary Turman. And they tell me somebody said that Mary Turman and Barb Viviano, they cried because I jumped their ass on the air. See? Don't play that woman card with me. You're not women. You're up there trying to destroy St. Clair County. You're trying to run interference for the culture of corruption. Nobody else will say that. I'll say it. The Republican organization in Springfield ought to run your asses out of town. You elitist bastards. You're not good for anybody. You're going to run interference for the Democrats and be against us? Well, I think we've got 70 or 80% of the people for us. And even if we lose this election, and I think we're on the path to victory, we've won because we've exposed these son of a bitches for what they are. We've ran them over the political coals of hell. So you can't stop a good person from being successful. And we're going to be successful one way or the other. And when I say we, I mean Democrats, Republicans, men, women, black and white, uniting together to destroy this corruption in St. Clair County. Now, I've been on the Republicans' ass, the Republican organization's ass, the 1%, not the good Republican people in St. Clair County. Now I got to go over to the Democratic side. Michael Madigan, Speaker of the House, Democratic Speaker of the House. This no count. Now this really, sometimes I just go crazy to go crazy. This time I'm pissed crazy. And you know what a patriot I am, and I know you are too. This asswipe, no good for nothing, shrinkled up, short ass bastard. And if I get to Springfield, I'll let him know. I'll say it to his face. I only say it on the radio because these bastards won't call me. Mike Madigan, he called for legislative session on Sunday. And I'm not the most religious person. You know, I'm starting to be. I guess you got to have religion to get through life after you have some incidents. But having said that, I understand on maybe a Sunday, because there's many Sundays in a year. This no-count, lousy, unpatriotic son of a bitch, and I would hope some military organization would march with me. I'll march from East St. Louis to Springfield. I'll walk all the way to Springfield to demand Madigan's resignation. And I'll do that tomorrow, and don't think I won't, because I'm crazy enough and nutty enough and ignorant. No, that's not ignorant. I love my country. I'll march to get him thrown out of office. This no good, rotten bastard asswipe called in session, the legislative session, yesterday. Now, after 11 and a half months, people. And it's not just the Democrats' fault on this one. This budget situation, you got some Republicans you can blame too. There's enough blame to go around. But this asswipe son of a bitch, this unpatriotic, political, parasitical punk, called in session yesterday, Memorial Day. Now, you know nothing was going to get done. Who the hell, one day a year to honor our brave military heroes who gave us all our freedoms, one day a year? And this son of a bitch calls the legislators in the legislative session on Memorial Day, one day of the year that we're honoring our fallen. You asswipe piece of crap. I'd use the other word and get fined because you piss me off enough to use the S word. And I may end up doing it before the end of the day's out. But here's Memorial Day yesterday, people. Everybody celebrating, honoring the fallen, the people that died. The people that died. One day, you low-life bastard, one day, Memorial Day, to honor those people who honored us. You understand that they honored us? What bigger honor can you get in this great country than to have somebody give their life so you and your family can be free and live? They honored us by giving their lives. And this asswipe, no good for nothing, rotten son of a bitch, House Speaker, Democrat Mike Madigan. What a piece of crap. What a total piece of crap. Everybody's having ceremonies yesterday, and I know the legislators up there would like to have been in their districts. Some of them playing politics, some of them honoring the fallen, our brave military heroes. But these guys honored us by giving. What better honor can you have than have someone give their life? No better of an honor. And Madigan had to call into session. Now I'll defend him. If yesterday was the last day, and if they didn't vote on it, the taxpayers lose $10 zillion, then I'd say, hey, it had to be done. It had to be done. But it didn't have to be done, Madigan, you piece of crap. These brave military heroes, they made our lives better. What a pathetic piece of political crap, political scum you are, Michael Madigan. And I'm calling you out. And I promise you, you guys, let's get together. I'll finance it. We'll walk. I'll walk from here to Springfield to prove a point, to get rid of that son of a bitch. And if people want to walk with me, they can. I'm about ready to do it. I don't know how long it takes, but I won't give a damn. I'll sleep on the side of the road to prove a point to this rotten ass white bastard while he's up in his $1 million house in Chicago. Madigan, I know that you guys listen to me in Springfield. I'm calling your shard ass, your no good son of a bitchin' ass out. And heaven forbid if there is a heaven that I get elected. Because Madigan, you're going to have 2 years of hell. And Rauner, don't sit there and laugh. Because if you don't do right by my people, the people in the 114th Legislative District, you'll get my same wrath. Because, see, I don't care. I don't want to be a career politician. I want to go up and do something for my people. And if I get elected, you guys are both on notice right now that you can't buy me off, you can't scare me off, you can't intimidate me off. You're going to have to give something that I can take back to my people before I'll give you a damn vote on anything. And before you guys put my file away, let it be known. Unless there's a family out there that's going to die, I will never, ever, ever, ever vote to raise taxes. I'm voting to cut spending. I'm voting to cut everybody's salary. I'm voting to cut back. People in this great state can't take us anymore. Democrats and Republicans. Again, enough blame to go around. But Mike Madigan, you rotten, no good for nothing piece of political crap, and I don't give a damn if you're a Republican. I would say the same thing. This is not about politics. This is about honoring our brave military, our heroes who gave all. So you could have your stinky little ass up there in Springfield trying to be the little dictator. I'd call you Napoleon, but you're shorter than Napoleon. And you're nastier than Napoleon. Mike Madigan, you rotten piece of crap. But again, Rauner, don't think because I hate Madigan for what he's done that I'm going to come and be your boy. I'm not going to be anybody's boy. You heard me. I'm not going to kiss an ass or cut grass for a vote. But I'll be the representative of the good people in the 114th Legislative District. And I promise you, Springfield will never, ever, ever be the same. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, insane broadcasting at its finest, America's bi-state voice of freedom, your guardian of the First Amendment, Radical Radio. And we are, as always, proud, very, very, very proud. You hear me, Madigan? Very proud to be the Patriot. This is Bob Romanik, the patriotic Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio. And you're listening to a patriotic, pissed off son of a bitch, and also KQQZ 1190 AM. Simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting, and it's going to get worse. America's bi-state voice of freedom. Radical Radio. If you haven't noticed, you will. And we are, as always, hear me, people, very, 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 it can't be enough, very proud to be the Patriot. You know, we're talking about this asswipe, Mike Madigan, and on the phone with me, a true friend, a true patriot, a true public servant for the people of the 108th District of this great state of Illinois, State Representative Charlie Meyer. Charlie, how the hell you doing, buddy?
Well, I'm doing well, Bob. I'm getting ready to go over the session, and I'm standing outside here. So if you hear thunder, we have a thunderstorm going overhead right now.
You in Springfield, Charlie?
I'm in Springfield, but I'm out of my office. So.
Charlie, I know you're a proud American. I know that you fly your flag every day at your house. I know we've talked on several occasions about how much you love this country. But I got to say, Charlie, nobody looked good up there in Springfield yesterday when everybody should have been down in their districts celebrating and honoring our brave military heroes that gave all to make us free. What the hell went on with this? And this is my words, people, not Charlie Myers, with this asswipe, no good for nothing, son of a bitchin' Democratic House Speaker Michael Madigan. Charlie, what's the situation?
Well, Bob, we have session every year on Memorial Day to tell the people how hard we have to work. And this is the day that we set aside to remember all those people who gave us the freedom so we could do what we do now. And we need to be there with their families, helping honor them. We had a small service on Friday, not even on Memorial Day, but on Friday in the House. That should have been, if we're going to be in session on Memorial Day, our Memorial Day service should be on Memorial Day then, not on Friday.
Hey, Charlie, let me ask you this, and I don't want to put you on the spot. And I know you're trying hard to get this budget deal taken care of. You know, and I know a lot of the Democrats are trying. It's the leadership, I think, that's screwing it up. But do you really believe that yesterday would made a difference? Could he have not? And I know you can't speak or think for that asswipe bastard Madigan, but don't you think that they could have let you guys go one day to honor our great country, then come back today and finish your business?
Yes. You know, he's adjourned more days. We canceled more days this year, and in the other 3 years I've been here. And, you know, we've not been in session much. Everything we did yesterday could have been taken care of. But they love to shove bills through in the last minute so they don't have time to figure out what the cost is, the bills to the state or anything else. And we just got to do it this way. And so this is just typical Springfield. And, you know, I felt ashamed as I go through New Baden Sunday as they were starting their Memorial Day service, and I had to drive right on by with my state plates so that I could be here in session on Sunday. I was asked to be a speaker for the Highland Memorial Day service. I had to turn them down. You know, it's crazy. These people gave their lives so we could have the choice to do whatever we wanted to do when we grew up, so we could raise our families the way we wanted to raise them. And we can't take off. And I told you there's a little thunderstorm here, Bob.
That's all right, Charlie. Sound like you're getting a little broken up, and I salute you for that because I can hear it in your voice that it pissed you off, Charlie, didn't it?
It did. And you know, as I went out there and looked on Facebook, and I've seen some of the posts from some of the families that we've renamed highways for and stuff, you know, they gave their son or their daughter, their loved one, for us to have this freedom, and we can't be there to honor them is a shame. And we have tried passing resolutions to not have us in on Memorial Day, but they're never allowed to be heard.
Well, let me tell you what, Charlie, they better hope I don't get elected because I'll be up there Memorial Day if they call us in the session, and I'll be protesting outside. And, Charlie, what I'm going to try to do, and you know I'm a crazy son of a bitch, I want to make a march. I want to make a march from Belleville to Springfield, and I'll walk it. Day in and day out. I'll sleep on the side of the road. I want to go up there. I want to get some military people. I want to go up there and ask for Madigan's resignation, not because he's an asswipe politician, because he's not a true American. And that's the way I feel, Charlie Meyer.
Well, I hope you pick a couple of days when you're not going to be walking through the rain and the lightning like coming down right now. That would be too good, Bob.
Oh, now you got to be the weather-man on me. Hey, Charlie.
Well, I know you don't like weather forecasts. No, I have to get over it, Bob.
Hey, Charlie, listen. Final words to your people, because you don't really owe them an apology because you weren't around to speak at these great functions yesterday. Madigan does, but anything you'd like to say to your people in the 108th Legislative District of this great state of Illinois?
I hope that everybody took the time to honor our true heroes, the ones that gave their lives for us. You know, there were a lot of wonderful posts out there, and a lot of them brought tears to my eyes throughout the day as I've seen them. And, you know, we have a great country only because of our forefathers fought for it. And we need to honor them every year on Memorial Day. So have a good day, Bob, and take care. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you very much. Charlie Meyer, State Representative out of the 108th District out of Oakville. You guys in the 108th District ought to be proud to have a gentleman like Charlie Meyer. He is a true public servant. He is a friend of mine. But if he was a friend of mine and screwed up, I'd say he's a friend of mine that screwed up, but Charlie Myers is fighting the fight, and you heard in his voice. And I know there's a lot of state representatives that were up there yesterday. Democrats also. I'm sure there's a lot of proud, patriotic Democrats. Just because you're a Democrat don't mean you can't be a proud American. See, I don't want to separate Democrats and Republicans because we're all proud Americans. But for that asswipe, no count, good for nothing. And people say, Romanik, that's the most powerful man in Springfield. I don't give a damn if he comes down and strikes me dead if he's God of Springfield, God of Illinois. Or thinks he is, and I think he does. Madigan, let me put you on notice. If I'm fortunate enough to be elected, if I'm fortunate enough to have the people of the 114th Legislative District put me up in Springfield, and people, I gotta let you know, I know this will come as a shock. I'm not perfect. I'm a flawed individual. But I'll tell you what, I'll be the perfect warrior in Springfield because I won't give a damn about the Democrats. I won't give a damn about the Republicans. I'll give a damn about my legislative district. I'll give a damn about America. And if you're going to give a damn, that's the best thing to give a damn about. We're going to take a quick break with us. I got to do the housekeeping, but we got Roger Cook just walked in the door, and so did the lone wolf, Jerry Nichols, out of Cahokia. You heard about that situation in Cahokia. They arrested a veteran yesterday. They arrested a veteran in Cahokia because he cut the lock off the electric box so they could have a tournament that they have every year honoring Memorial Day. And those asswipe bastards, the McCalls, had this man arrested for a $3 lock, a veteran, on Memorial Day. We'll be back right after this break. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ, 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ, 1430 AM, insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, Radical Radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very, very proud to be the Patriot. This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ, 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ, 1430 AM, insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, Radical Radio, and we are, as always, proud, very proud to be the Patriot. I would say that I apologize for ranting and raving, but I tell you what, I never apologize. When I rant and rave about this great country, you people don't like it. Turn this son of a bitchin' radio off. Don't ever come back. I don't give a damn, friends or foe, Democrats or Republicans. Don't give a damn. Number one with me is being a true, proud American. They can kiss ass, every politician, every political party, Democrats, Republicans, socialists, libertarians, independents, don't give a damn. Nothing trumps a true American. Nothing. No party, no money, no organization trumps a true American. Let's take care of our housekeeping. Got Roger Cook in again with us, and the lone wolf from Cahokia, Jerry Nichols, and St. John the Baptist Church in the great town of Smithton, Illinois. Their 146th annual parish picnic. 146 years for St. John the Baptist Catholic Church. They're going to have a polka mass on Saturday at 4 o'clock p.m. at the church. Friday, June the 3rd, from 4:30 a.m. to midnight, they're going to have music. They're going to be out. Hey, these church people, they know how to party. They know how to party, but there's going to be a $1,000 raffle. Saturday, they're going to have a quilt bingo. Friday, a cash bingo. McLaughlin will be performing, if I could talk, would be performing from 7:30 to 11:30 p.m. on Friday. And on Saturday, Roger and Niehaus from 7:30 to 11:30 p.m. The bingos are from 6 to 11 p.m. Going to have something for everybody in the great town of Smithton, Illinois. Saturday only, fried chicken, picnic style. So that's the 146th annual parish picnic for St. John the Baptist Catholic Church at Turner Park in Smithton. And we want to salute all the parishioners, all the people from St. John's the Baptist Catholic Church. 146 years. Congratulations. ALR Rock and Roll Show for the USO. What a great cause. 4 bands, June the 4th, from noon to 6 p.m., featuring Rocket Ride, also appearing Nine-Toe Johnny. I don't know where the hell they got that name. 8-track Flashback, Ember Rain, admission is $10. It's going to be held at the American Legion Post 1255, located at 201 Isla Road in Belleville. It's sponsored in part by the American Legion Post 1255, Son of the American Legion, King's Auto Sales, and Beerman's Meat and Processing. Community Breakfast Buffet coming up Sunday, June the 5th from 8:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. at the O'Fallon, Illinois American Legion, located at 109 North Penn Street. That's prepared by the wonderful Woman of the Moose in O'Fallon. Heritage Days on Charlie Mars' area. Heritage Days in Oakville Tourism. Heritage Days will be held, where are we going here? On June the 11th and June the 12th. If you have any questions concerning Heritage Days in Oakville, what a great little town, you can contact Jackie at 618-243-5694. What a great time in Oakville. Heritage sites, there's all kind of things going on Saturday and Sunday, June the 11th and June the 12th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. So again, if you need any information, contact Jackie at 618-243-5694. Our good friends at the Wood River Kiwanis Club having their barbecue at their facility on June the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Coming up this weekend, our good friends, our great friends. I love the people in Clinton and Washington County. Apparently they don't know who I really am because they treat me nice. Alber's having their 125th celebration, 125 years. Alber's incorporated in 1891 to 2016. It'll be held, their celebration will be held on June the 4th and 5th. They asked me to come up and speak, and we will be there. We're going to try to make the parade on Saturday. Somebody said, well, that's not your district. I don't give a damn. That's our friends. Don't have to be politics every day. But if you guys can make it out there Friday and Saturday, going to have a great time. They're going to have the parade on June the 4th. If you have any questions or concerns, I'm looking for a telephone number. You can go to Facebook, www.facebook.com/Albers, ALBERS 125. And Ray Kluckner and all you great guys in Clinton County, thank you guys very much for your friendship. And we're going to make it out there for a great event. They're having their East St. Louis High School 50th class reunion. That was probably my class, but they didn't send me an invitation, and they're pretty intelligent. Anybody that'd like to get involved, you can contact Judy at 618-476-3635 for the 50-year reunion at East St. Louis Senior High School. Will be held to be held on June the 11th. On this date, we're going to forget on this date. I don't have enough time. You can pick me up on iTunes. Type in Bob Romanik and or the Grim Reaper of Radio. Go to our streaming site, insanebroadcasting.com, one word, for the best of all three of our great stations. You can listen to my repeat performance every day at 4 o'clock p.m. and now broadcasting from the graveyard to the graveyard shift every night at the stroke of midnight. Please like us on Facebook, KQQZ 1190 AM or KZQZ 1430 AM. You can go to my personal Facebook page, Fans of the Grim Reaper, and cuss me out. Hell, I enjoy being cussed out. And don't ever forget to go to the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition on Facebook to get the best in all the political cartoons and what's going on politically in St. Clair County. I want to say hi to Chic 1 and 2 from Beneld. We were up in Beneld. We were all over this weekend, Tina and I, the queen of the golden oldies. I like to say that Tina, she's my girlfriend, 35 years, a beautiful lady. She's the queen of the golden oldies. I introduce her, and I introduce myself as the queen of Belleville. And I think, but I don't want to take Kern's title away from him, but I want to thank the Sheiks from Beneld and everybody up in Macoupin County. Bill Tallman, what a great auto show. Jake Killebrew from Beneld, want to say hi to you. And Hudge from Chesterfield. He's a retired corrections officer out of Carlinville Sheriff's Department. Kent Bearden also was a retired corrections officer. Those guys in Macoupin County listen all the time. I think there's something in the water up there, but guys, we appreciate your listening friendship. And want to say hi to Betty and Randy and Phyllis. It was Phyllis's belated birthday. Met them at the Wood River Bakery. So, Phyllis, thank you very much, you and Betty and Randy, and happy belated birthday. Also, I want to say hi to Stan and everybody out at the Kaskaskia River House in New Athens, Illinois. They had a great Memorial Weekend River Jam. Had a great time, Stan and everybody at the Kaskaskia River House. Thank you guys very much. A great time, great bands. Very, very successful. With me, and I'm going to get to him first, but I do want to talk with Roger about the yesterday ceremonies, and he was taken back, so was I. What a great time. But before that, Jerry Nichols. As you guys know, he's our friend. He's part of the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition, the Cahokia Division. He's the co-chairman of the Cahokia Division. He's a lone wolf fighting the fight. But Jerry Nichols, how in the hell can Curtis McCall and his people arrest a 73-year-old veteran on Memorial Day because he broke off a $3 lock so they could have their annual tournament? How the hell does that happen in Cahokia, Illinois?
Mainly because the people they got working for the park hasn't got enough time to take care of the people that's out there. Dave did cut the lock, he said, and he was arrested, but it should have been unlocked by 4 o'clock. The guy was 2 hours late getting there. There was no reason for it to be arrested for it. He was going to save Cahokia from getting another black eye because of the mismanagement we have down there.
Yeah, it says here that it said assured them that an official would be at the park about 4 p.m. Saturday to unlock the lights, but no one arrived by nearly 6 p.m. when the event was scheduled to start. And they're going to arrest a Navy veteran on Memorial Day because he broke a $3 lock so everybody could participate. Sounds like it's political sabotage to me, Jerry.
It's all political. Dave was fired from the fitness center when McCall came in. You know, Dave probably made $11 an hour back then, and they just brought a guy in making $29.50 an hour.
The work at the fitness center?
Work at the fitness center, yes.
Well, you guys must have a lot of money out there in Cahokia. Or the politicians are idiots? I think, well, never mind.
You just about hit it on the head there, Bob. We're having a lot of trouble with money problems coming up. It's really coming up soon. So
yeah, well, all the firings they did, and I got to salute you, Jerry Nichols, because you're demanding and you're leading the charge to have Bob Sprague thrown out of that city attorney. He's cost you guys probably $1 million, and it's not a penny out of his pocket, Jerry.
Well, it's closer to $2 and
$2 million.
I got a call this morning. I was supposed to have a meeting today with Mayor McCall. He said he couldn't meet with me because litigation on the civil suit. My wife is involved in that, and he said the attorney said he couldn't speak to me. But we all know Bob Sprague is the attorney I'm trying to get taken off the seat in Cahokia.
Yeah. Well, you stood tall and asked for his resignation. If he cost me and my people $2 million, he'd be gone. But see, that's it, people. Not just in Cahokia. It goes all throughout St. Clair County. that Bob Sprague is running this whole show. He doesn't put his name on the ballot, but we got to get rid of the culture of corruption. We got to get rid of these political candidates. We got to get rid of these incumbents to get rid of Bob Sprague. And speaking of politics, Roger Cook, what a great day yesterday.
It was, Bob. Not only yesterday, but Sunday started off the Memorial Weekend really for me. We had our memorial service in St. Liboire out at Winneman Park. If you haven't had a chance, come out to Winneman's Park and look at the memorial set up for our fallen out there. It's just gorgeous. The people of our community put money in and put a fabulous memorial up for all of our armed services. And we had a young man that from St. Liboire that just got back from a tour in Afghanistan that spoke, did a fabulous job. It was moving. We had the Divinity Band. And then yesterday's parade was fabulous. Again, I've been to that numerous times in the past, but we really honored our fallen yesterday, and I appreciate everything you do, Bob, because there's no bigger patriot that I know than you.
Well, you know what, Roger Cook, that's the first time we probably agreed on a lot of things. We're running together, but we disagree on a lot of things, especially my language, my tone, but that's okay. But I'll take that as a compliment but you know, Roger, I saw tears in your eyes yesterday at the ceremony. When they say men don't cry, whoever said a man don't cry is a no good, ignorant bastard. Because if you're not moved by this flag, if you're not moved by the ceremony yesterday that the people are out there that lost loved ones, then you're an ass-white bastard. That's all I can say to anybody. You're not a true American.
Well, what's unbelievable in the United States of America, we're willing to fight and die for our loved ones, for our family, for this country. And that's been proven over and over and over. And the generations before us have built this country, and we should never forget.
Yeah, well, I agree with Roger Cook, co-chairman of the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition. Roger, I got to tell you, we're running out of time, but the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition has got legs. It's not a political party. It's a patriotic movement, and I think people of all races, of all political persuasions, of all religions are coming together to join the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition to rid this county of this cancerous destruction, this cancerous, and I mean nothing worse than cancer, people. This culture of corruption in St. Clair County has destroyed our lives. It's going to destroy our future generations' lives. We have to get together. 2016, Roger, is the perfect storm to defeat the culture of corruption in St. Clair County.
We have one simple goal. That's to bring honest, open government back to we the people, and with people like Jerry Nichols and all of our friends from Cahokia, East St. Louis, and throughout the outer county up here, we're going to bring it back to the people.
Mr. Roger Cook, co-chairman of the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition, and also at the top of the ticket, the candidate for St. Clair County Board Chairman to defeat Mark Sweet Cakes Kern and the culture of corruption. Mr. Jerry Nichols, the lone wolf from Cahokia, Illinois. Jerry, you keep up the fight, buddy. We're fighting with you, and anybody can stand up to Sprague. I got to say, you're one hell of a man. Thank you. Keep the fight going in Cahokia. We got to go. We're running out of time. We'll be back tomorrow. We got all kind of crap we're going to talk about. I got sidetracked this time. And again, I'm not going to apologize. I am a true American. I love this country. And any asswipe, no good son of a bitch that tries to disrespect our country, they're going to get it from me. And I hope they get it from you. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of radio, and you've been listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting at its finest, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. Come on back tomorrow, same time, same place. It'll be deja vu all over again. We're going to fight this political bastard son of a bitches that we call politicians today and every day until November the 8th, and then we're going to continue to fight because there's asswipes all over this political setting. But remember, people, we can make a difference. No apathy this year. No apathy. Only victory. And we can obtain victory by uniting together. Men, women, black, white, Democrats, Republican, inner city, outer county, uniting together to come as one, to continue to expose these no-count political, parasitical, perverted punks that we call politicians, to drag them over the political coals of hell. And when it's all said and done, do what we have to do. It's political war. Destroy these ass-white bastards, these low-life, scum-sucking son of a bitches. Destroy them politically, of course, right here on the dark side.
They're coming to take me away, ha-ha. They're coming to take me away, ho-ho, hee-hee, ha-ha. To the funny farm where life is